We're here today at Jimmy Porter to see if we can shoot the best score of the month. What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Might be a little bit different, might sound a little bit different. I might be getting early stages. I don't know if it's dementia or Alzheimer's.
Okay, don't say that.
I don't know which one it is, but I am just been forgetting things all the time. I brought my disc, I brought my shoes, I brought Kelsey's water, I brought a banana, but I forgot the camera. We're filming this. We're filming this on the
with a cell phone.
We're filming this on the old iPhone, so it is what it is.
Good thing like iPhones are pretty good these days.
They are pretty good. Friday video for the day. We are gonna see if we can beat the best score at Jimmy Porter the last 30 days, which is gonna be 9 under par. I believe that's a 46, I think is what it was. Yeah, it's a par 55. We're gonna give it a go. See what happens. Shout out to Elijah Clearly, who has the best score, 9 under par. Last 30 days. Hole 1, 273, tucked in between the trees. It's gonna be a little forehand. We're going with the Dark Horse, black and gold and red, Get Freaky. A lot of people saying this brings them back some nostalgia to the first ever black Get Freaky. Just pop one out there flat, let it drift over. Should be a pretty good pop. And that will do. We're off to the races. You have something to say about my shot, Dennis?
It's a nice one. It's right there.
I'm gonna have to put this left-handed because the right hand is preoccupied with banana, AKA potassium. What are the micronutrients for the body? All right, Elijah. Is it Elijah? Is it Elijah?
Elijah Clearly.
Kelsey hates bugs, by the way, even if it's just like the most normal bug.
Oh, that was a bee!
No, that's literally a dandelion. That's like the thing that you hold and you blow and everything comes out. That was literally what you just got scared of. Hawk.
It was a bee. It's not a hawk.
Now here's a hole. It's one of the best holes on the course. And quite frankly, I think the Disc Golf Pro Tour, designers, anyone out there watching, you can learn a thing or two about this hole. Hole number 2, 307 feet. The basket requires, on this hole, requires distance control, not just short, but also long. If you go long of the basket by about 15 feet, you're OB. You go short of the basket by about 20 feet, you're OB. There's a little creek there. What I would change if this was a Disc Golf Pro Tour hole, obviously I would put in some sort of island, right? There'd be OB left and OB right. So that way you really have to hone in, but it's a downhill shot. Power lines sometimes come into play. It's really unfortunate if you hit that.
Oh, I didn't even see those. Those are running.
We are gonna go Captain's Raptor. Highs are out to the right. The wind is actually not super favorable.
Remember, you can't turn away from the phone.
Yeah, the wind is not super favorable today for the hyzer line. So we're gonna swing it out a little bit further because it should drift a little bit more to the left in this right to left wind.
Bobanis?
Is that short as heck?
Short AF.
Hopefully it skipped over the water and we have a putt.
Where is it?
Glorious.
Wait, where is it?
I will defend, I will win till I'm glorious. Da, 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 da. Yes, that's called skipping off a turtle's back. So there were some people, questioning my ability of getting prepared to qualify for USDGC. To that I'll say, hey, you're probably the person, has been playing disc golf for years and have never been 1,000 rated. It took me less than a year to get 1,000 rated. I think I know what I'm doing, but I thank you for the concern. With that being said, to all the people supporting me on this journey, thank you so much. We are gonna do a couple videos like this. Obviously it's still gonna be fun. Janice is gonna be filming. I'm still gonna be out here, but it's gonna be a little bit more, I guess, serious in the sense of like keeping score, trying to chase after a really good score. So 2 under through 2, doesn't get better than that.
The zoom in's not gonna happen because if you've seen it, it's just too jumpy right now.
It's fine.
So we're not zooming in.
I can maybe try a zoom in post, we'll see. Hole 3, 314 feet. This is kind of the inverse of the last hole. Last hole, OB short, OB long. This hole is gonna be OB left, OB right. We're gonna be throwing now into mostly a headwind, a little right to left. And I'm gonna do something that Yuli has kind of taught me over the years. If you have a disc locked in, AKA the last hole we just played was 304 feet downhill. I just threw this disc. So I have a good idea right now in my head how far that shot went. I'm just gonna throw this a little bit harder, like 5% harder, and it should be the perfect distance for this hole here. So it's just one of those things of try to remember the shots you throwing around, because you can go back to that disc and just throw that same shot versus trying to throw a different disc and trying to get that feel with that disc. And then you hit shots like that where it hits the bottom of the basket. You know, it skips, hits the basket. That's how you play disc golf. We thought that might have gone in. I think maybe less rain the last couple of days. It gets a bigger skip off the ground and jumps up. That did bounce and hit like the bottom of the basket. So that would have been, I mean, talk about the greatest way to promote Yuli. I literally just gave Yuli's tip. If I would have aced the next hole, the next shot, that would have been an incredible promotion for it.
It's a good tip.
Good tip.
How's it looking up there?
So this is a blind shot. It is in the, it is in that pinned location on the T sign, which is kind of tucked in, kind of a really cool green, tucked in with the little trees. If you are short by like 20 or 30 feet, you will have a wide open putt.
Oh, he has his rangefinder today, folks. He didn't forget that.
So it's 330 to the front of the tree. So I'm assuming the basket is probably in that 340 range. You can do a couple things. You can go over the trees on the right, which today might be a little tricky because of the wind. So you can just throw a hyzer over there and then just have it kind of crash into the trees. Or you can kind of throw somewhat of a straight shot or like a little bit of a flex shot uphill, because it goes uphill and then downhill. I think today, with how I feel, I like more of the straighter shot versus, I kind of like the straight shot more. We're gonna go Raptor, I think.
Ooh.
We're gonna go Raptor, just kind of flat. Do I have your Raptor in here too? Oh my gosh, I do.
Ooh, you should throw that.
Janice Raptor. No, I gotta throw, I'm trying, this is a scoring round, Janice. People want me to shoot well. All right, so we're gonna go just left of the tree line on the right is ideal here. And that should be pretty good. I think it's a little bit on the right side, but it should skip off that sidewalk, and hopefully we just have an open putt.
He found himself. Got a little gap over there. Oh! Oh no!
It's kind of, I mean, it's a blind shot. It's one of those that's tough. This is what I was kind of saying is ideally you want to land 20, 30 feet short here. I just didn't have the right disc. I probably should have gone like mid.
Or you should have gone Janice Raptor.
Yeah, well, tough to say. Also tough to say whether or not the Janice Raptor would have been better, but Janice Raptor, future disc, that would really piss off some people.
Oh my God. Hey, Brodie.
Talk to me.
Think before you throw.
Yes, there are a lot of good signs out here because this isn't a park and there are walkers. Hole number 5, 235, shorty, but a fun one. Tight gap if you want to go up the middle. Quite frankly, the forehand spike hyzer is looking a little spicy today, but that right to left wind makes it a little trickier, but I probably am going to do that. The limbs out here haven't really been trimmed up. Usually this is a little bit bigger of a gap. I think we're going to go 235, spike hyzer, Captain's Raptor.
Up and away. I'm zooming in on the basket today. Oh.
I was thinking about doing like something, and I don't have anything.
Just tucked away. Tucked away behind the tree.
I believe this course, I haven't played it in a really long time, but I believe this course is like super scoreable on the front nine, and then it does get a little tougher to score on the back. So we got to pick up as many birdies as much as we can if we're trying to beat Elijah today. We have made it to the scary hole number 6, 275 feet. I think this one deserves maybe a double Mando. I think maybe the locals that play out here probably wouldn't love the double Mando because you'd probably lose a lot of this. A lot of people do the hyzer route out wide and go in, but we're gonna throw the Jawbreaker Crystal Flex Roach right up the gut. So drifting a little bit to the right, but it should be a putt. All I was thinking, Isaac Robinson. What would Isaac Robinson do?
I wouldn't miss this putt.
Yeah, this would be a great place to practice putting because you definitely don't want to miss here.
Nice.
Talk about, hey, if you have any trouble putting inside of 20 feet, just come out to hole 6 at Jimmy Porter and you'll get nerves of steel for sure. Hole number 7, a hole I've only birdied maybe a handful of times. I don't play this course all that often, but this is definitely one of those bonus birdies. If you have a birdie look at all on this hole, you feel really good. It's a really solid hole. 423, it's in the alt pin location. It's gonna be back tucked left.
Can you see it?
Yeah, you can see it underneath the tree line way back there. I have birdied it before by going out wide over the water and then drifting in, but you gotta throw so freaking far because there is a big tree that will gobble them up. I don't think I'm throwing very far right now, so that my only play is this hyzer, kind of flip to flat, finish left. I think I gotta go like a vulture, like a huge vulture. Can I get a vulture? It might actually be farther than 423. Let me shoot it real quick, get an official distance. That's why you shoot it. It's 450. A vulture would have been about 25 to 50 feet short. So we are gonna have to go nuke here. Flip up nuke. I think we're gonna go this TI. Throwing this a little bit in some past videos. It does flip up to flat nicely. So baby hyzer, flip up. And then hopefully it's not a lot of ground action at the end. You know, throwing a high-speed disc, probably get a little bit more, but I still have the distance to get a fairway there. I need like no ground action. 0. Oh, it got the tree. It was looking pretty good. I didn't mind the line. It was just a little maybe too high, but like I said, very, very tough shot. I'll give a little shout out to Ezra Aderhold, one of the better Circle 2 putters this year, and quite frankly, one of the better Circle 3 putters. This is definitely one that you would love to hit.
Oh, so close.
All right. Gave it a good chance.
So close.
Par here doesn't hurt me too much.
I'm not really roasting you today.
Well, it's a serious round, Dan.
Is it serious though?
I think it's, and also you don't have a mic on you, so I think it's a different vibe. But it is a very serious round. We're going for the best score in the last 30 days at Jimmy Porter. We are 5 under through 7.
Woo, doggy. We are in the woods, which is actually nice for me because I'm in the shade.
Phenomenal practice hole. This course does have a decent amount of holes that are just really great practice holes for tour shots. So this is going to be par 3, 380 feet. The basket's gonna be tucked to the left so you cannot see it from the tee. But if you do have anything that fades off of those 2 big trees on the right, have it fade off of that, then you'll kind of, you know, slide over there. I think this is a perfect shot for that Raptor, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. Last time we threw it, it didn't get far enough left. If we throw the same kind of shot here, I think it'll be perfect.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
I love it when my shot does exactly like I want it to do. Now, one thing I'm starting to feel a little bit, getting back into the swing of things and throwing a little bit more, playing a little bit more, I'm starting to kind of get inside, get like used to my body a little bit, right? Losing that much weight and adding on the muscle, it definitely can impact your form, impact your timing. And I think now I'm at a good spot where I'm slowly progressing. I'm not losing, you know, 5 to 7 pounds a week like I was at the very beginning of this. And I'm slowly adding on more strength. So shots like that, they just feel different now. They're popping out of my hand a little bit more. And hopefully we just keep growing, keep throwing farther, keep throwing more consistent and more accurate. Yeah.
This.
That's like a forehand. I don't think I, oh, maybe. Flip it.
Oh my gosh. That looks like it's worse.
Everything is perfectly blocking this putt.
That looks
I'm
worse.
not making it if I go this left gap.
You're not?
I would have to putt lefty and have it fade. It's not going to turn.
What about a touchy forehand?
I think my only option here is a forehand, or Time extension.
Stop.
New rule, Janice. New rule. Time
Stop
extension.
it.
That was for the PGA. They love that. If I could.
You're not going to.
If I could. Yeah, I think it's just touchy forehand. Man, that just shows you want to be a little short here. All right, we're just going to go touchy forehand Annie here.
Ooh. So close.
That's a bummer. 5 under through 8 now. We're
Yeah.
still technically on pace. If I shoot 5 under on the front, 5 under on the back, that is 10 under, and that will beat them by 1. But I don't want to make it that close. I want some buffer here going into the back 9. So we gotta birdie this next one.
Correction.
So we are currently, from playing every hole as a par 3, we're currently 5 under through 8. However, hole 7, that really tough one that we played a couple holes ago, that's actually the par 4. I knew there was one par 4 on the course because it was a par 55. Sometimes this plays with the basket way off in the distance as a 2-shot par 4. So they just have that one as a drivable par 4, I guess. So we did end up birdieing that hole. That was a putt for eagle. So we are now officially actually 6 under through 8. The rest of the holes are all gonna be par 3, starting with hole 9, 255 feet. It's a little chip forehand hyzer into the wood line. Give yourself a putt.
You should use my Raptor.
Get freaky. Stop trying to bad influence me with your Raptor. I'm 6 under through 8. I'm doing just fine.
You should throw one just.
I might throw your Raptor if I'm
for fun.
If I'm 10 under going into hole 18, we'll make it exciting. I'll throw your Raptor.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah, should be about 15 footer just left of the basket. So as easy as some of these holes out here are, these greens are strategically placed in a way where you can, like, if you're gonna tell me this is a bad green, I'm gonna tell you I don't like the style of disc golf you want to play or you want the Pro Tour to go to. Because everyone from this distance, now maybe if this was a 400-foot shot, sure, maybe. But everyone from this distance should be able to throw left of the basket, short left of the basket in this area. This is the landing zone. Now, if you're more accurate with the distance, you know, where my disc ended up was right. I'm just saying, if you're more accurate, you're up here and you get a little bit of advantage. If you're less
I'm not
accurate,
stepping in that. That's freaking Bug City.
If you're less accurate, you might have a little bit of an uphill putt, or you might end up over here with a little bit farther putt. But the idea of like people missing their mark and going over here and have like tree trouble, like I like that. I like that idea of having to be accurate. Now, how a lot of people are gonna play this hole, unfortunately, they're just gonna crash it into these trees and drop it, which I hate, but
I would have landed somewhere up there.
maybe. I'm just saying, I like this street, this complex. The only thing that you can really probably do to fix it is, as bad as it sounds to Mother Nature, you almost need to chop these trees down to like 10 feet.
No.
So they're all just like this high off the ground. So that way you can't crash a disc into it. Like if you try to throw too high, it's not gonna hit something and drop. It's gonna end up way over there, and then you're gonna have a bunch of trees in your way. That's the only way to fix it, but I know there's a lot of people that aren't gonna like that idea.
Yeah, me.
That's why you need a bunch of mozzarella sticks.
What?
All right, we are on hole number 10. We made it to the back 9. It does get a little bit trickier, I think, to get the birdie, so I am happy to be 7 under through the front 9. We got hole number 10, 294 feet, OB Creek. Only really in play if you go low off the tee and clip some of these ferns. The basket's gonna be tucked behind all of those trees, and we're going buzzsaw. Buzz, buzz. Name the most famous movie with a character's name Buzz.
Toy Story.
Wow, I didn't even think of that. I was going Home Alone.
What?
His brother.
What?
I think his brother's name was.
Jet, throw your shot,
I think his
Jet.
brother's name was
Throw your
Buzz.
shot.
All right, focus in. That might have a chance.
Oh no!
Gosh, are they gonna start calling this channel the channel of aces?
Jet, you don't even know what Toy Story.
That was a tough scene. I didn't even put that. Well, to be fair, his name is Buzz Lightyear.
Look at this amazing creature. Wow. Hunting for its meal. We're doing a zoom in. All of that is just the muck. Yeet. Good job, Eudemus.
This is the first hole adjustment since I've been out here last, and it might be a really good one actually. This hole used to be a pretty easy par 4. Because it was, I mean, obviously the tee shot's pretty challenging in the sense of like being able to get distance. It's challenging to go far.
Because of that ceiling right there.
And also the grass is usually pretty long out here, so you're not gonna be able to throw down a roller and get a lot of distance. The basket used to be a lot further back. We're now at the legitimate par 3, 350. We're just gonna throw, can I get a Raptor there? I don't know if I want to try. Top 25 forehand in the world throws a Raptor here.
Top 25.
Top 25 forehand in the world throws a Raptor here.
Backwards hat, forehand.
And there were people claiming top 25 forehand is back. Appreciate all you. Oh! The power! Turned it over. Probably was a Janice Raptor, honestly.
No.
We'll never know though. As much as I wish I could tell you guys that I turned that forehand over simply because my power's coming back and it's just I got a cannon for an arm, it simply is not true. As we were walking out of the tunnel, you started to feel the headwind. So I think the headwind played a little bit into it as well, but at least it did come out with some velocity. Now let's see if we can Nate Sexton throw this in. Oh.
Oh! Wow!
Do the Bernie!
Wait, keep this here.
Do the Bernie! Wait, what? Do keep what there?
Keep this here.
Why?
I want to try.
Back to back?
Maybe.
All right. Everybody, welcome Janice to the channel. First throw of the day. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness! What a freaking forehand sniper. Oh, yeah. Yay! Sorry I didn't run it in, guys. Keep your eyes out, Janice.
Gators?
No.
Hippos.
Elijah clearly.
Oh.
He might be coming for my kneecaps. We are now officially 10 under through 12. Or sorry, 9 under through 11.
Do you even think he'll see this video?
No, 0% chance that guy has any idea who I am. He's just a shredder. He just comes out here and shreds. Hole number 12, just over the pond, 236 feet.
It looks like it's right on the lip.
It's very close, yeah. I don't know.
Shrimp lip.
I don't know what 325 is, but I think it plays just about 235. We're gonna throw a little get freaky hyzer over the lake.
Try my best to keep a hold of it.
And it should be about 5 feet to the left.
Good job.
Groovy. Oh, sorry, mallards.
You scared them. Wow.
I didn't mean to.
It's freaking big and giant.
I didn't mean to.
That's another putt you don't want to miss.
10 under through 12. Janice, you want to grab this disc for me?
Can you not get it? Oh boy. Oh boy.
Core! Strength parkour! Hole number 13. It is playing 307 feet right in front of the tee box. And we got a couple guardian trees protecting it. The way that I like to attack this hole is actually the big hyzer and the crash in, because it is really tough to just throw a straight shot and have it actually get close to the basket without clipping one of those trees. So we are gonna go, it would be my blue Nuke OS, but for those that watch the channel, that thing is gone. So we're going pink boy.
Normally I would film
Crash
to the left of him.
into me. Yeah.
But,
Crash into me.
but that's... I would stick to disc golf or golf.
Shout out Dave Matthews. We've only had a handful of testers today, and with how muddy this course is, it's kind of nice to not have the disc get too much mud.
Do you have something for the top of your thing to not make that cling? sound
You
when you
want to
drop
build
it?
me something like tire foam? You can, yeah.
Okay, I didn't say that.
No, there isn't anything, but there might be a market for that. Because it is actually, like in tournaments and stuff, there is times where it's like you're doing something and someone's about to throw and you're just like, oh no. And it's like very loud. There might be a market for like a little
cushion.
pad, a little cushion. So it's like here, drop it on my finger.
I need no, let's not.
Drop it on my hand. Ow, that hurt really bad. Hold on.
God.
Hold on. Here we go.
Ding that.
Here we go. Silence.
When I was coming to this course, I typed in Jimmy and it came up John's, and I almost went there instead.
Jimmy John's is very good. Not as good as Firehouse. One caveat though, I hate slow play, so sometimes if the group in front of me is playing really slow, I'll do like, and it's like.
No, you don't. I feel like you act like you're this big bad wolf, and you're not.
Oh.
You're a little freaking soft
no.
bean.
No, ask the people on the air, they know. Hole 14, 12 under. No, 11 under through 13. 11 under through 13. Hole 14, 461. That's not right. We got to shoot that. You know I have to shoot that. Or I'm just the biggest weakling ever because this used to be such a hard hole for me to reach. It makes me feel a little bit better. It's 475. So it does take a little bit of a pop. I feel like we've been throwing that TI nuke pretty decent. And with the way the fairway is shaped, just how it's, a little tucked more on the left side than the right, I feel like you have to throw a hyzer flip through that gap. So let's go TI nuke. Oh, it's drifting too much. Hit a house.
Hit a house?
Yeah, hit something. All right, this is gonna be a tough birdie.
Oh no.
We are OB. Pin high, basket high, OB. So I'm thinking it probably crossed right around here. So we have a long putt for par. Yikes. Starting to think this TI nuke,
It's not the disc.
it might just be a little too delicate when it's windy. Might be decent, like when I was throwing tailwind that way, but this, head right to left, it's a little bit too delicate. So I need to stop pulling that one out.
Scooper that. What are you doing?
No.
Try Scooper.
No.
Because you know it's the right shot.
I charge for that.
You know it's the right
I
shot.
charge for
That's
that.
why.
Well, if Elijah is watching, he is definitely cheering. That is going to be the first bogey of the day. That drops us back to 10 under.
The humidity is wild out here. Your phone was searing hot a second ago, and now it just cooled down, and the
Chilly.
lens was all weird, and we're good. We're back now.
Hole 15, another shorty. I think we go shorty, long, shorty, shorty. Just how I like it. Hole 15,
What?
265. Basket behind this initial blockade of trees. We're going hyzer with the get free.
Okay.
Short, bad distance control there.
Yeah, you weren't lying when you said you were a little short.
How close is that OB behind?
Here, let me go check. 25 feet, but it's a death putt. Oof. Oof. Elijah is cheering from the nosebleeds right now.
Oh my
You
god.
can hear him all the way up there.
Freaking 265. Just bad distance control. All right, 3 holes to play. Gotta make a push. Nice thing about these foundation dry fits, if you want to pick one up, foundationdisc.com. They do not show that you're sweating.
Well,
This shirt, does it?
Yeah.
It doesn't show as much as a gray shirt. All right, how about that? 206 right ahead of us. We got OB right, OB long. We got a big old loud street just left of us here as well.
Oh?
That'll do. Distance control has been a little shoddy here. That's back-to-back holes where I'm like well short what I shouldn't be.
Ching!
But the putter has been feeling pretty good, so we'll take it.
Don't hit the family.
437 feet, par 3, hole 17.
You might have to speak up over here.
437 feet, par 3, 17. I think we got back to 11 under. You see it out there. We're just gonna go with our Heiser nuke.
There we go, focused in.
Heiser nuke here. We're gonna go with the red boy.
So I
See
can
how this
follow
thing's
it.
flying. We're actually gonna kind of throw it at the family, but high enough to where it fades back in.
Oh, thank goodness.
420,
What?
or wait, 430 is a pretty decent Heiser. We're gonna throw this with a little mustard on it.
Do you think they did that on purpose? There she goes. There she goes again.
All right, I think that's actually good.
Where'd you go?
I think that might have been
Where'd you go?
decent. I think that might have been
Hello?
decent.
Okay, there we go.
What is happening?
The zoom.
I think that might have been decent distance, but it's a little bit too far right.
Yeet. Oh no.
I mean, it wasn't a good putt. It was a 50-50 and it just didn't drop. It wasn't a good putt though. Could have gone in. It didn't. And
Oh no.
that leaves us at 11 under. Dang. What could have been?
All right, final hole.
A man of my word, Janice. I said if we were 10 under or better, I'd throw your Raptor.
Yes.
The Janice Raptor. Not probably the most ideal disc for the shot.
For
do
me.
We have a Mando left
For
of
me, it is.
left tree, Mando right, low ceiling. So we're gonna throw a little tight flex forehand with this.
Ooh, I can't wait. You can't take that. That's mine.
Janice Raptor might be OP. Janice Raptor might be OP. Alrighty. I mean, we will look back years from now at this round and think,
Will we?
what if I would have made that putt out of the woods? What if I would have made that forehand putt?
Will we though?
What if I not thrown OB?
I don't think we will.
Elijah, clearly you put up a good battle, brother. Maybe this is maybe this is your challenge. If you somehow see this, if you know Elijah clearly, tell him to come out and try to beat my score now. 12 under, which will be a 43? Yeah, 43. 43, 12 under. Score to beat, folks. Jimmy Porter.
Jimmy Johns.
It's been done before. I think the best I've been out here is maybe 15 or 16. Different layouts though. Doesn't really count. But hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Shout out for Janice filming on the iPhone. Hopefully the iPhone wasn't too bad. Apologies, dementia. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Keep slinging them discs.